Yo, what's poppin', people? Cobra Star Green back with you guys with another video. You guys first time finding my channel, anything like that for your boy, hit the subscribe button. Also like the video. Yesterday I have an anticipated review. It has a review for Daredevil Born Again. Yes, now me, I have seen the entire season. I have seen all 9 episodes, but as I'm recording this, only 2 episodes have dropped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full season review in this one video, but I'm going to spoil like the first and second episode because the first and second episodes are already out, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm gonna do it. But like 3, 4, 5, I won't spoil anything. I'll just talk about them, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy, but I'm gonna do them all just into one video. So hope you guys do enjoy, like the video, all that Gucci stuff. But hey man, let's go ahead and get right into it. Go ahead and cue that intro.
We got a problem. 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 Yeah, it's probably you. Yeah, we got a problem. We got a problem. Yeah, we got a problem. We got a problem.
So before we really get into it, I just want to say I'm one of the people on planet Earth that have never seen the original Daredevil series, yo. I know, y'all. Y'all gonna be like, wait. So you seen the new one, but you haven't seen the old one. Yes, y'all, I know. People have been getting on my ass about it. So many people have been hitting me up saying, bro, you gotta watch the original series. The original series is God tier. It's amazing. It's like some of the best TV you'll ever see, stuff like that. I know. I just never really had the time to just sit down and watch it. So I just kind of watched some recaps and stuff like that, but I didn't really go too crazy into it. So I guess my perspective is gonna be a little bit different than a lot of other people because a lot of other people, like I said, have seen the original. Everybody, I guess, everybody that's been talking to loves the original, the Netflix Daredevil show. And if you haven't seen it, I guess just go see it because it's that amazing. But it's like I said, this is from somebody that has not seen that. And how did I feel about it? I'll just say the first thing off rip that I had noticed when watching this series is I was like, man, I know this is on Disney Plus. I know that. But this does not feel like a Disney Plus TV show. I will tell y'all that off rip. And that is for the better, y'all. That is for the better. I recognize that in the first and second episode. I'm not sure because it was like the mature writing they had going on or because of the level of violence that they had. But I was like, this just feels so different. This just feels so different than Echo, than Miss Marvel, what was the other one? Falcon Winter Soldier, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, this just feels different. And like I said, that is for the better. I wanted it to feel different because me personally, I've been like, Marvel, y'all been, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to be doing better, right? But watching this, I'm like, this feels different. And the first thing I'm gonna say, it feels different, right? I kind of said before, but the level of violence in this show is levels I thought they wouldn't go to. I'm like, this is on Disney Plus. I'm like, they can't go that crazy. They can't do that much. Boy, was I lying. I mean, y'all seen it. Y'all seen the first episode. Some dude gets thrown off a building and there's no cutaway, no nothing. And I'm like, oh, I'm strapped in for this. So this is what all y'all were talking about in the original Daredevil Netflix show. I'm like, okay, so they're keeping that going. And it works on levels, y'all. Like, I'm telling y'all, if y'all think y'all going into this and y'all are like, it's Disney Plus, it's not gonna hit violent, y'all are surely mistaken. This is crazy level of violence. And I'll tell you, it makes the writing more mature. You know, you have depths of this writing that's like, yo, you couldn't see this in any other Disney Plus show. But you see it here, right? And first I want to talk about these goddamn characters, man. Now, I didn't know too much about the characters. I'm not gonna lie, I only knew really about 2 of them, and that's just because like they're just big names. And the first one I'm talking about, I'm not even talking about the main character. I'm talking about the first one I'm talking about is Kingpin, aka William Fisk. Right, I didn't know too much about him, but I knew about him. Right, I knew it. Character, I know Spider-Man. Right? That's how I know Kingpin from Spider-Man. Right, and watching Kingpin here, it's different because in this one, Kingpin's like, well, you've seen the first 2 episodes. He's mayor now. In this new season, he's mayor. Now I know in the Netflix show I wasn't sure what he was. I just know him and Daredevil beating the hell out of each other, right? But in this one, he's like, look, that's not me anymore. He's like, look, I'm just behind a desk now. I'm not that guy, right? You know, everybody says that, but everybody like, that's the funny thing about this show. Everybody in this show is like, that's not me anymore. That's not me anymore. That was the old me. Y'all know these people, they still there. They still there. But I would say Kingpin here and how he's introduced in the show and just how his character progresses as it goes along. His character arc and his character development, I would say, I think just gets better and better as it goes along, right? Even up until that last episode, that ninth episode, y'all gonna be like, oh, when it comes to Kingpin, I am telling y'all that, man. Vincent, I forgot to say his last name. I'm sorry, but he's an amazing actor. He does a great job playing Kingpin. I'll tell you, you could definitely see some similarities between Kingpin and Donald Trump. I mean, they might as well have had Kingpin say, "Let's make New York great again." Like, you'll see the similarities there, y'all. I don't gotta say them. Y'all will see them. I'll talk about episode 9 without spoiling anything later on. But I just want to say he did a great job. Now, another character I'm gonna talk about is freaking the main actor in the freaking show. And that is Daredevil. If you guys see right here, Charlie Cox, Matt Murdoch, we want to say. Now, I didn't know too much about him. Now, the first time I really saw him was in She-Hulk, and I'm like, so Daredevil's a goddamn joke? You know what I'm saying? That's just how I kind of saw Daredevil at first. And then so many people were telling me like, no, he's not a joke. He's actually a very, very serious character. And I will tell you guys, I never knew really that much until like Spider-Man No Way Home, or was it? Yeah, No Way Home. That he was like an attorney and stuff like that. But you never really got to see it. He just kind of says it, but he never got to see it before. And them first 3 episodes, not even that, I think it's like the first 4, or I can't remember. But I think the better part of him is when he's an attorney, when he's having to defend people. He's having to defend White Tiger. And I thought those were some of the best scenes because he can't use Daredevil. He has to use himself. And I was like, wow, these scenes are so working. I'm like, I don't even want him back in the costume. I'm watching this, I'm like, no, I want him just defending people. I don't want him back in the costume at all. And those are some of the best scenes I think for me was when he was playing the attorney. Now later on, yeah, he becomes Daredevil. Y'all seen trailers? Yeah, he's wearing a Daredevil suit later on. You know what I'm saying? But for early on, I was enjoying the hell out of Matt Murdoch just as the attorney guy. Now since, like I said, the first 2 episodes have came out, I guess I can talk about some other characters. Now, this one didn't really hit me like I know it hit a lot of other people, because I know everybody was talking about like that first 15 minutes was like, oh my god for everybody. But like I said, I never saw the Netflix show, so I never really got to like be like, okay, this is impacting me. It never really did. And I'm talking about Foggy's death, god damn it, right here on the right side of him, on the left side of him. And I never knew about the character. I barely even knew who that was before he even died. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, okay, y'all good friends. Okay, boom. Now I found out they're best friends, right? But that's why I guess when his death hit in the first episode, it just did not hit me at all. I was just like, I just got introduced to his character, you know? So, but I know everybody else, I know y'all like, oh my God, like they did it. Now, I did hear not rumors. I heard online that he will be back for season 2. Now, how that happens, I have no idea. But I know that death hit some of y'all. I know that. I'm sorry. I'm one of the ones it just did not hit. I am just gonna be completely honest with y'all. But next thing, all the episodes were really good. I'll just say there's one episode that I felt like didn't even need to be in here, but I understand the reason of why the episode was here. Now I'm talking about episode 5. Y'all haven't gotten there yet, but episode 5, I'm not gonna spoil it, but you could remove episode 5 and the season would not change at all. You know what I'm saying? You can completely remove episode 5. You throw episode 5 away and the season doesn't change. The only reason why episode 5 exists, and it's not even a spoiler too much, but it's just to be like, hey, this is in the MCU. Boom. I think that's the only reason why this was here. Well, episode 5 was here. Because I'm like, I love this episode, but it doesn't really do anything for me. And I feel like it's not even doing anything for the story. But like I said, it's just the episode's there to be like, look, y'all, MCU, boom, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm so glad I got to watch this before anybody even said this character was in the season. And I'm talking about the Punisher, y'all. As you see him right here. Now, I saw this a couple days ago, right? No one mentioned anything about the Punisher. So when he shows up, I was like, oh my God, Punisher's in here too? I was so happy, but then I asked everybody else and they were like, yeah, we already knew he was gonna be in the season. So I was like, okay, I didn't know that. But I'll tell you the dynamic duo, or I would say the chemistry between the Punisher and Daredevil is some amazing stuff. I won't tell you why, because then I'll be spoiling. But they have some amazing chemistry together. And I know that they've had another season together. I think in Netflix, they were in season 2 together. So they've already kind of had that chemistry there. They already know each other. And you kind of see it on display here that they're already like, yo, bro, come on. Like they already know each other. But yeah, I can't spoil why. I can't even say why he's in the season. I won't even say why he's even here. But just tell you, whenever he's on screen and when they're on screen together, it's some great work. Now, one question I did get asked before I talk about like the ending and everything like that was, do you need to watch the Netflix series before you watch this? Me personally, I would say it helps, because there was a lot of things that they were referencing to. There's a lot of characters, stuff in that nature, that I just had no idea who these people were. And that's because they were in the Netflix TV series. And I was just like, oh, okay, since I haven't watched it, I don't know who this is. This is this is a sequel to those Netflix shows. You feel me? Like I said, you have a lot of returning characters from the Netflix shows. You have some new characters, right? That's just like every season. But I would say it helps to watch the Netflix TV series and then watch this, how you get all the references. You know, there's stuff that they will point to, allude to, that I was like, I know this means something, but since I didn't watch a Netflix show, I don't know what this even means. You know what I'm saying? So that was just me. But I would say it helps to watch the Netflix TV series. Now, as you guys can see, I kind of stayed away from the story, the plot, and everything like that, because I don't even think the first few episodes, they really explain like what's really going on, because you really don't really know what's going on. So maybe like that 6th episode, and you kind of get unveiled on like, okay, this is the plan, like this is what, you know what I'm saying, this is what's going on here. So that's why I didn't even want to say anything, you know what I'm saying. That's why I really just wanted to just stay away from even talking about the plot or anything. Like, just know it's gonna be Kingpin versus Daredevil, right? But I will not tell you guys why. And there's also some other characters in there too. You have some new characters, I think, that are new, which is one of them right here is called Muse right here. Like I say, he's in the trailer. Won't say too much about his character, but they do tease him for a while before you actually like get to like really see him. They do tease him for a while before you actually got to like really see this guy. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I kind of hated, because I'm like, oh, it's Muse, but they're like, we're gonna hold him off for a little bit. So that was one thing that was a bummer. Now, I will tell you guys, this series is a wild ride. At the end of the day, it is such a wild ride up until that ending. You know, the ending, I'm gonna tell you guys flat out right now, don't y'all dare think it's gonna be happy. This season gets scary, y'all. The ending of this show left me baffled, left me like, wow, damn, like where we go from here? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting there like, I want the next thing to come out. You know, that's how really how it ends. I'm telling you right now, it don't end on no happy note. I'm telling y'all that. You know, y'all gonna be sitting there like, oh man, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you guys why. I'm not gonna spoil nothing, but just know this TV series took it to places I thought it was not gonna go, knowing Disney Plus's track record. You know, Disney Plus has always been friendly. The mouse is friendly as hell. But watching this show, the mouse must have just went like this. Y'all got it. I'm telling y'all, this show is violent and I loved it for it. Now, I've seen some other, I think the Rotten Tomatoes score like that, and they're like in the 70s. I would say this is better than 70s. I think personally, this is one of the best Disney Plus TV shows they have out there, right? And I know that's be kind of hard to realize. Like I know like the biggest one everybody, or the best one everybody keeps talking about, was the Andor TV series. Now I didn't really see the Andor TV series, so I don't really know about that. I can just only go off like the Marvel stuff. Like when it comes to the Marvel stuff, this is definitely one of the best, easily one of the best. It's up there with Loki, and personally I think it might be better than Loki. You know, Loki really didn't get good, at least personally to me, until the ending. This show all the way through to me was good. It was to the point where it was like, when one episode ended, I wanted the next episode instantly. Like there's some series where I'm like, oh, I can wait to see what happens next. I can let the series just keep going until the end, and then I'll watch everything. This, I was like, no, I need to watch the next episode right now. That's how much I was in completely love with this show. I love the characters, I love the atmosphere, I love the fighting. Oh my god, the fighting. I barely even talk about the fighting. The fighting is so good. Everybody always talked about how good the fighting was in these Daredevil shows, and I got to see it on full display. Like in the first episode, like this scene right here, I was like, oh, this is what y'all were talking about. These little fighting sequences, especially in the hallway fighting sequences, are done so well. They're so good. I was like, ooh, like there were so many times that I would pause it and rewind the whole entire fight sequence just to see it again. The camera work, especially in these fighting sequences, are so good. And they're all like one takes two. And you know, like I said, they're all done so well. Those were the highlights in the Netflix TV series that I heard, and they're the highlights in this one. If y'all were wondering if that action and that fighting was still gonna be there, it is most definitely. So let me give you guys my rating for it. As I've said earlier, I definitely think this is one of the best Marvel TV show, Disney Plus, whatever, that's on that app, that's on Disney Plus app. I definitely think it's one of the best. It's definitely one where it's like you need to see, because especially with that ending that they have, it sets up more things around the MCU. So you'll definitely need to watch it all the way through. I think you'll have an amazing time watching this. It's actually a good representation on real life, because you can look at this stuff and be like, I could see some of this stuff actually happening in real life. You can kind of probably see some of this stuff happening in real life, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to the episode yet. I ain't got to the episode yet that I'm talking about, but y'all know what I'm talking about when it's there. But look, I absolutely love this season, you know, and it made me really want to go back and watch the Netflix Daredevil TV series, which I'm actually gonna end up doing, you know what I'm saying? After I'm done doing work today, I'm actually gonna sit down and just watch the Netflix show. Because this series was just so good to me, and I want to catch up on stuff that I kind of missed in this TV series. But it's amazing. All the characters are amazing. Matt Murdoch, William Fisk. Oh my god, I freaking love Kingpin in this series. And even all the side characters you have. He has a new love interest. She's really good in the show. You have Bullseye, White Tiger. Now I did hear the actor that plays White Tiger, I heard he died from cancer. So I didn't know that when I was watching it, because pretty much once the episode ended, I just kind of like scrolled and went to the next episode. So that's on me. But yeah, the actor that plays White Tiger did a phenomenal job. He damn near had me tearing up, because something happens to him. If you guys have already seen, I think it's happened in episode 2, but something happens to him and it's just him trying to prove his innocence. You know what I'm saying? So that's a really good story right there. And it's a good job of Matt Murdoch not even being Daredevil, just him being his attorney. I loved all that stuff. But yeah, definitely really enjoyed this season. I think the only bummer for me was probably just episode 5. I even loved episode 5, but it was just off the fact that I was like, this episode is really doing nothing for me. It's just here to just connect it to the MCU. So that was the only problem I had there, but absolutely adored it. If you have time, definitely check this out. Maybe not watch it with your kids because this is hella violent, but you're gonna have fun watching it, you know what I'm saying? The writing is very mature, I'll tell you guys that. But I'll give this a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I absolutely adored it. Shoot, I might go 9 out of 10, honestly. Because I'm like, my only complaint. Oh, there's one more complaint. There's a lot of times where I don't know if they did this in the Netflix show, but they go back and forth between Kingpin and they go back and forth between Daredevil, and it's just consistently back and forth. And I'm like, okay, they're gonna keep doing this. The you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I won't spoil that part, but they do it noticeably later on. And I know in the first episode that the VFX didn't look right. Believe me, y'all. Oh shoot, my fault. But believe me, y'all, it gets better as it goes along. Yo, I know the first episode I was like, yeah, that's a green screen. But as it goes along, it looks a lot better, y'all. But yo, y'all first time finding my channel, hit the subscribe button. Also the video, tell me your thoughts, complaint, criticism, stuff like that down below. We'll see you guys next one, man. Peace.